I bought another Fujifilm camera, and it's another old Fujifilm camera. And I don't have gas. It's because of a few reasons that I'm gonna talk about in this video. But first off, I wanted to say a couple of things. This camera was released when I was 8 years old. I'm 21 years old right now. In the year that this was released, Minecraft was also released and Skyrim as well. And Steve Jobs had died. So that's a long time ago. You might wonder, what camera is this? Well, you're gonna find out soon. So I got a neck strap out of nowhere. That's because I got it here. It's the Fujifilm X100 original, and I bought this camera because of a few reasons, and I wanted to talk about that in this video. First off, I want to say that I already owned this camera at the beginning of this year, but I only had it for around a month, and then I already sold it because back then I wasn't like taking it photography very serious, and I like those fast and snappy cameras. I still like those, like my XE4, but I wanted to try something else, and I wanted to challenge myself. So I got this 13-year-old camera in the hopes that it would slow me down whenever I went out to take photos. Just let me think about my composition and just how I took the photos instead of just snapping photos everywhere, here and there, like in 2 seconds, you know. So this camera, I hope, will do that for me. And that's mainly because this camera is extremely slow. I mean, I did the latest firmware and it's still crazy slow in terms of, like, I'm talking about the menus and stuff. So going through the menus and changing your settings, it's definitely not the fastest. But what can you expect for a 13-year-old camera? And the autofocus is actually not too bad. It's usable. But I prefer manual focus on these types of cameras, and I'm definitely gonna shoot mainly manual focus on this lens with back button focusing. So that's my plan for this, and I'm also gonna use the optical viewfinder mainly because, as I said, I wanted to challenge myself, and that challenge is to learn how to use the optical viewfinder and be comfortable with it, because right now I'm just kinda, I don't know how to use it properly, and I just want to learn that, you know. I just want to learn new things, and especially with these beautiful older cameras. Like, as you can see, the optical viewfinder here, it's just beautiful. One crazy thing is I got this camera. This is the limited edition version, as you can see, so it's in black, and these go for a crazy 700 or 800 euros on the internet. But I got it for 300 euros from someone who didn't know what they were doing. So I got crazy lucky there. And I got one of the 10,000 pieces of this camera because it's a limited edition version. So I'm really glad with that. So that's mainly why I bought it, because I wanted to challenge myself. So I named a few negatives there. I said that the autofocus is slowish, the menus, going through the menus is very slow. So what is great about this camera? Well, it's the actual, like, photograph that you can take with it. I've seen plenty of reviews on the internet, and I also shot with it myself for, I don't know, a month or so. So I have a little bit of experience, but I've seen a lot of reviews, and I know taking photos is not with the camera, but mainly because of the photographer. So that's why I'm gonna try to learn as much as I can with this camera, and I don't know, expand my knowledge about how to shoot with different types of cameras, because I never used the optical viewfinder in my life. Even when I had the X100 and the X Pro 1, I didn't want to, because it was just more difficult than using the EVF. So why would I take the difficult path, you know? So the main reason why I bought it is because I want to challenge myself, and I want to challenge myself with this beautiful camera. And also, this does not have an X-trans sensor in it, as far as I know, but it has a special kind of sensor, and it's a EXR processor or something like that. I'm not sure what it is, but it's different than any other sensor, I believe, but I'm not sure. correct me if I'm wrong. But it's only 12 megapixels, but that's plenty enough for someone who posts on Instagram or whatever, so you don't have to worry about that. And I also mainly bought it because it's just so small and pocketable. My X-T4 is also small, but this one, I don't know, it's also small. So I like smaller cameras, and especially rangefinder style cameras. I'm just a big fan of those, so I would also like to own an X Pro 2 or 3 in the future, but we will see. Also, one other thing about this camera is that I already said that it's very slow. So because it's slow, it kinda resembles a film camera in a way. Because I never shot film cameras, honestly, but I've read this online that people tend to feel like they're shooting film whenever they're shooting with such old digital cameras. And well, this obviously looks like a film camera, so I hope that I can get that feeling that I'm kind of shooting film, but digital. So it's not really shooting film, but it's kind of in the same vibe, if you know what I mean. So I'm really excited to test that out, but it's mainly because I want to, as I said, challenge myself and just try to take as good looking photos as I can with such an old camera, because age of the camera probably doesn't matter, to be honest. It's mostly about the sensor size, I think, but yeah, that's just my philosophy. But yeah, the main reason why I bought this is because I want to challenge myself, and because I mean it's just so beautiful, and I had such a good deal for 300 euros. That's around $300 for a limited edition X100. Guys, who's gonna pass on that? Come on. Anyways, I hope you liked this video. I will definitely keep this camera for a long while, and there will also be a review on this channel in a couple of months, or longer or shorter, I'm not sure. But I will definitely make some videos on this camera because I'm just so excited to use it. Especially now in the winter, now that the winter is coming. It's not weather sealed, but I'm just gonna go take it with me, I don't care. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like and comment down below. Do you have an X100 camera? Do you have the limited edition? Let me know. And yeah, make sure to subscribe to my channel as well for more videos like this. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video, guys.